Hey, what's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. You've watched Smothered on TLC. You've laughed, cried, been weirded out by moms and daughters. Well, now it's the boys' turn in Smothered. See how odd it is when a father and son do the things as crazy as the ladies.
Hey son, are you showering?
Yeah, Dad.
Okay, great. It's time for a guy shower.
Hell yeah, best part of the day. Me and my dad have been taking guy showers since I could walk. How old am I now? Oh, I'm 25. With all the drama of Smothered, but with a sprinkle of toxic masculinity. Dad, I think I'm gay.
That is not an acceptable answer in this house, Barry. You will be a straight man, and you will go with me on this couple's wine tasting.
See how weird it is when two dudes do the things that would be socially acceptable if they were women? Kind of. Still not even. But it's just really cringe with them.
My son has been soaking in my cigarette smoke for years now. It's a bonding thing, we do it together. We also share bathwater.
So forget your sports and your Spike TV because TLC is the place to be at 9 p.m. for Smothered, starting Saturday at 9.
Coming to you live from my apartment. This is the Short News with Alex Mador.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Short News. Another Monday morning podcast. We're trying to get back on a schedule again. We got to talk about the news. We do a little bit. That's what this show is about, right? Kind of, a little bit. Ooh, Animal Crossing news. Apparently the gyroid things are coming back. Okay, that's not that's not important. Oh, yeah. So here's what's going on with the show. There's been a lot of confusion between Useless Garbage and the Short News, and I feel bad that I've been asking you guys to jump over to another podcast because I want to save bandwidth. So, the issue there, it wasn't you, it wasn't me, it was Buzzsprout. See, the thing about Buzzsprout, they've been great. They've been helpful. They've been like the first ones to provide affiliate marketing, but we don't have to go into that. But they charge way too much and offer way too little. I like podcasting a lot to the point where I don't want to be limited to a certain number of hours a month. So I did some shopping around. I did my homework for once. And I found this site called Podbean. This isn't an ad for them. I switched over to them. I'm on the unlimited plan now. They're counting the views much more accurately. I guess apparently there's a lot more of you. There's a lot more of you that listen than I thought. Oh my God. That kind of blew me away. So I didn't know that. I thought people just came here for the news. Like a lot of more of you actually care about what I have to say. I don't understand how, but thank you. So what I did, I'm getting off track. I transferred the Short News and all the episodes over to Podbean, which by the way was cheaper than Buzzsprout for an unlimited plan. And what I'm doing with Useless Garbage, I'm not killing it. but I'm moving it back to the short news as its own segment on this show. Because doing 2 shows and then promoting 2 shows, like, what? Who the fuck am I? I think I can do 2 shows? Like, who do I think I am? Yeah, I have 2 podcasts because, like, one was just too good. But this has been cool. So I implore you to check out Podbean. To all my listeners who have missed out on the useless garbage segments that have been on Anchor, I'm so sorry. I've been neglecting my Apple Podcast people. I'm sorry. I will be more thoughtful of the fact that there are so many of you that use Apple Podcasts. I didn't think it was a popular app. I'm very wrong. Very, very wrong. Why am I getting hives? Oh. Yo, that's a pretty big hive. I mean, it's allergy season and there's a tree right out my window. I'm gonna assume that's what it is. I keep getting off track. I'm so ADD today. Oh, I'm updating you on the show. So we can do live shows now on Podbean. I don't know what the link is. It must be like podbean.com/shortnewspod or shortnewspod.podbean.com, something like that. Just keep trying those and you'll find it. But we're going to be I'm going to try to do live shows. I don't know what that's going to entail or if anybody's going to have the time for that, but it's a fun thing to experiment with. I don't have to record ads anymore. That's another cool benefit. They place ads for me. And by the way, I didn't move Useless Garbage over to its own podcast for money reasons, for financial reasons. I made only 30 cents off of that podcast this whole time. 30 cents. That's it. I did it because Anchor is free and they don't limit you on how much you can upload. And I think that's cool. I think that's cool of them. Sorry, kombucha. So I guess what I am trying to say is we are making a return to form. The fake commercials are back. The skits will be back. The relationship advice, the gossip, the stories, the rants, all of that stuff is going to be the second half of the short news. And I think that'll be a good way to do it. Just combine them back together again. This whole thing doesn't have to be just a short, like a news show. We can do the news short. Sorry, burps. Whoops. Let me put this over here. So yeah, we can do the news for like a little bit and then talk about more fun shit. You know the vibes. My since day ones, you know the vibes. We back. And I want to say to the people that have stuck around for this whole identity crisis, thank you for doing so. It means a lot to me. It really does. And I hope this return to form is something that people actually enjoy. So let me know. I've been more active on Twitter as of the last couple of days. It's really addictive. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to figure out how to go viral on there, but give me a follow at Malix Ador. You know, should I change that right now to Alex Mador? Does anybody have that? Fuck. Somebody has Alex Mador. I guess I have to take Alex_Mador. Okay, so give me a follow at Alex_Mador. That's Madore. For those of you who need to know or care. So this is cool. I feel good. I feel good about this decision. So yeah, you heard it here first. Useless Garbage as its own podcast is now done. Useless Garbage is now a part of the short news, making this an hour to an hour and a half show, which I'm happy with. I've been listening to a lot more podcasts, and I think I'm coming into it now with a lot more perspective and a better understanding of what kind of content should be on here. So, without further ado, let's get into the top stories and headlines of today. Oh my god, there's a fucking dog every fucking time. Don't make me come down there. Okay, wow, I left for a while. I left for a long while. No, it wasn't that long, it was like half an hour. Let's get into some news, how about it? Trump is threatening to pull the Republican convention out of North Carolina. I guess because of their state's coronavirus restrictions. He wants there to be a full arena. If the arena can't be full, he's gonna move the Republican National Convention. This dude's a nut. He just has to make everything a problem. I don't understand that. Oh my god. My cat just sat down right in front of the microphone. Apparently she wants to say something. What do you want to say? Oh, she's purring. So, Joe Biden released a campaign ad against Trump. The death toll is rising. The president is playing golf. Yeah, this motherfucker went to play golf during a pandemic. People are dying. And then he tweets about it. What was it? I think it was yesterday. He tweeted about it. I was exercising by golfing, and Sleepy Joe thinks he can come after me, and blah, blah, blah. There's other ways to exercise. I've never seen Donald Trump go for a walk. He obviously is in a golf cart when he golfs. You think that fat ass goes for a walk? He thick. He dummy thick. Listen, I have insider information about the president. I do. This is from somebody that knows him. This is about his golf game. Yeah, we have the scoop right here. Donald Trump cheats at golf. He's fucking corrupt every which way. He even cheats at golf. I don't know why I cut out there for a second. They don't want me to tell you he cheats at golf. What a piece of shit. You can't even play like a sport fair. How do people just let him get away with it? Because he's famous? Oh, just like everything he does that's wrong. He's invincible, even on the golf course. Why are the golf courses even open? I mean, I get it. It's spaced out and everything, but people share the golf carts. People touch the pin for the hole. Water fountains. Locker rooms. Let me just open my kombucha. Is there anything non-political? No.
California beaches are back in business for Memorial Day weekend.
Telling you guys, this acid reflux. Shit goes down, it just comes right back up, and then I gotta fight it back down again. It's not a good dance to be doing. Listen, I know I said yesterday, avoid going to the beach, but I'm guessing the situation outside of New York is going a little better. I know Texas has a surge in infections, but maybe California, it's getting better. They can open up the beaches again. People can socially distance. I still think it's kind of gross, the whole beach experience, especially during a virus like this. But people need to get outside. Vitamin D is important. I know I haven't been outside in days. I haven't really had a reason to go outside. We haven't gone for a walk in a while. I think what's doing it is I get a notification on Citizen at least maybe every couple of hours, and it's somebody's brandishing a knife, shooting down the street, or man holding gun in train station. And there's been kind of a surge in those kinds of things since this whole pandemic has happened. I'm sure it's like that in a lot of places. But if you just look at the Citizen app, every once in a while, it looks like the Wild West out there. You're like, damn, all this crime is happening right now, this close to me. One time I was in the financial district for a school thing, and I was going for a walk with my friend. We were going to grab lunch and go to the smoke shop. We turn right on this one street, walk into the smoke shop, and hear like tires screeching and somebody screaming and then sirens. We don't really think much of it because, hey, New York, shit happens. We go to the smoke shop, get what we need there, get pizza, come back, and there's a whole fucking crime scene now. Apparently this dude with a van just ran down people in the bike lane for no apparent reason. Who the fuck is doing that outside? Damn it. Yeah, so we missed that by a second. I don't know how. But that was insane, yeah. So this shit's happening all the time now. More and more. There were a lot of break-ins, especially at the beginning of this. I think break-ins went up 70%, some ridiculous number like that. Burglaries. But I think something that was going up, people were adopting more animals from shelters, which I think is great. People are at home with nothing to do. Why not take care of a little furry friend? A lot of brawls too. Well, let's see what's happened in the last. Let's see. I don't know. The last day. Citywide, beaches to open with restrictions. Oh, here we go. 4 hours ago, person breaking into apartment. Dispute involving knife. Explosion. Man carrying gun. Shots fired. Dispute involving knife. Dispute involving knife. Two groups fighting. Person cut with knife. Man with knife. A lot of man with knife. That seems to be a big thing. What's this one close to me? Oh, man with knife. It's not funny. It's scary. I mean, I guess knives are pretty easy to get. Probably the easiest weapon to get. Can't blame people, I guess. Volkswagen lost its landmark Dieselgate case in order to compensate motorists. Ooh, they got in trouble. Wasn't that years ago? I don't even remember what that was about. Bought one of its diesel minivans fitted with emissions cheating software. Oh. Wow. Well, that's what you get for trying to cheat emissions. Companies always try to pull bullshit like this. Damn, it hurts to talk today. I have this canker sore. And in NASCAR, bad streak for Jimmy Johnson continues as he loses to Brad Keselowski at the NASCAR Coca-Cola 600. Oh my God, not the NASCAR's Coca-Cola 600. Jimmy Johnson, good God, what are you gonna do? Now your sister's never gonna sleep with you now. Oh my God. That damn Coca-Cola 600. You knew what you gotta do to get that win, that W. Oh wow, they stopped doing virtual. They're doing real physical racing. They have to wear masks. We don't believe in that damn corona. We're NASCAR. You think we believe in science? We think God does all this. This is God's country, and God wants NASCAR. Is that the only sport that's able to continue? God damn Jimmy Johnson.
Goddamn Jimmy Johnson. Damn.
Okay, can we get off of news now? Can we get off the news for now? Talk about something else. Something more fun. Oh, here's something. I'm running out of video games. I am. I'm out of shit. I'm out of shit to do. I've beaten the Call of Duty Battle Pass. Sorry, Susie. She's looking at me like, what the fuck? There's maybe 2 weeks until the next one comes out. Animal Crossing, there's... it puts me to sleep. It's not that it's not, like... I don't think it's boring. I think it's really fun. I enjoy it every second I play it. It's just the times that I end up playing it, I start getting tired and then I get sleepy. And then I need to take a nap and then I end up putting it down. That's a me problem. I know. I don't know what it is about Animal Crossing that it makes me sleepy. Maybe because there's not much action going on. It's much more of a gentle game. Call of Duty is just straight cocaine and Animal Crossing is a nice indica. Cannabis indica? Isn't that right, Susan? Little Susan. Susan Lynn. I love this cat. That's what I can do. I can play with my cat. But then she gets tired and goes to sleep. And I don't want to spend money on a new game. I might have to go back to a real old one. Like Gary's mod. I'm doing everything I can to resist Fortnite. But then, when I don't, when I lose that fight, and then I go back to it, I play it for maybe one round, and I get pissed off, and I'm like, fuck this, I know why I left this behind. But I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm getting tired of Call of Duty. Oh, look at this. CDC warns of aggressive cannibal rats facing shortage of garbage to eat. Oh, God. What the fuck is happening in this world? Susie, this is your time. Do what you do best and hunt those rats down. You gotta. You gotta. She's like, no. I'm above that now. Oh, really? Really? Cannibal rats. This just seems like the apocalypse. Rats have resorted to open warfare and eating their young as closures reduce edible waste. Oh. Ew. That's disgusting. I'm Gucci on that. Like, what the actual fuck? This is where the cats come in. The cats have to kill the rats. And then that won't be as much of a problem. Of course, it's right when Activision finally gets back to me and resolves the issues with the game, is when I get sick of it. I mean, I've played 15 days worth of Call of Duty. Probably 16 at this point. With everything going on. With all the nothing going on. Okay, so now, we're gonna do... I'm gonna take a break, figure out what story to tell, or where we're gonna go next with this episode. And also, I think my cat has to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna let her go do that. Alright, we'll be back in a second.
Hi, I'm Tony Salome, the host of America's Got Issues and More. I'm here talking about the amazing deals at my new business, Medman, low-key, underground, don't tell anyone dispensary. You don't need a medical card to come to Medman's dispensary. Show us your ID, student ID, stolen ID, fake ID, monopoly money, I don't give a damn. Just come on in and give us your money. We'll give you some pretty decent, kind of dry weed. It's been handled by too many hands to count before getting to us. Why does that make a difference? Well, sometimes you get a little special surprise when you smoke this bud. A surprise in the form of PCP that you didn't ask to be on. Now you're running around Brooklyn with your dingaling out, singing God Bless America. You're welcome. We've got your favorite strains like Grape Juice, Fruit Loops, Mind Destroyer, Parkinson's, and my personal favorite, Loose Butthole. So what are you waiting for? You're not doing anything else. So come on down to Medman. Not Medman, fuck that place. And bring your friends too. Unless the cops, please don't bring them. I don't want to be on live PD again. Medman, low-key, underground, don't tell anyone dispensary. We have weed, and sometimes it's decent. Ooh, yeah, ooh. Sorry, that was supposed to be like a Hannah Montana transition. We're back. We are back. I put that commercial there for a reason. It's our MedMen parody. I'm going to talk about them in a little bit. But first, during the break, I went to play some Call of Duty. I thought, take a little break-a-rooney here. Play like a half an hour of COD, whatever, right? Load it up. Think it's gonna go fine. Activision has solved all the problems from last week. Same fucking issue. No connection to the servers. Servers are down. Dev error 3, 4, 5, 6, 69, 69. I don't fucking keep track. Anyways, that goes on for a while. I got sucked into this whole rabbit hole of waiting for them to finish fixing the problem. And I got on Twitter again, said some things about them. It got a lot of traction again. And then 15 minutes later, they actually released an official statement saying that the servers are down. But it took that, because they know I'm going to be a thorn in their side. I'm not just saying this as like a narcissist or anything. I've talked to them. They know about me. And I got like 500 likes on that one tweet about them. That was just on like as a comment on their post. And then I posted a poll. The poll asks, has Activision done a good job communicating with customers overall or nah? 5% said yes, 18% said nah, 77% said hell nah, out of 107 votes. There's 22 hours and 25 minutes left in the poll. Go to ATVI Assist on Twitter and vote, because you got time. Somebody just commented, fucking hell nah. Yeah, they've sucked. They don't communicate with their customers. When there's a problem with the game, they'll selectively, they'll pick certain people to reply to on Twitter who have small issues with billing. They bought COD points and they're not showing up. What about, hey, how about the game isn't fucking working for anyone? You want to acknowledge that, Activision? No, of course not. They don't do that. It takes an angry, unemployed college student with no time on his hands to get you to actually budge on something. That's sad. Shame on you, Bobby Kotick. You suck. What a shitty company. They're such bullshit. Call of Duty's been out since October. We're in May? October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months. If the game wasn't ready, you shouldn't have put it out yet. I would have rather had the game now and had it fully working, all the kinks out, like a full game that I can actually play, than something that I'm going to get pissed at every other day because it doesn't work. I don't understand big companies. All they care about is money, but they have so much money already. So why don't you just focus on making your shit good? And then you'll make more money in the long run. No, you don't see it that way because you're so fucking thick-brained. Thick-headed, not thick-brained, because that would mean you're smart. You're dumb. That's what I mean. You're dumb. Somebody on there is on the Activision Twitter is like, screw the haters. Thanks, guys. And somebody commented on their comment, they're not going to shag you, mate. It's true. Why are you being a simp for Activision? They suck. They're fucking you over as well as all of us.
the rest of us. Like, I don't think I'm gonna buy the next Call of Duty. If there's gonna be this many problems, I will probably just take my $60 somewhere more worthwhile. These games are either hit or miss, these big name, big budget games nowadays. It used to be like, you're getting a quality product. But now you don't know. Now you don't know. They make it look really good during E3. They make it look flawless, and then they downgrade the graphics maybe like 5 times. And then the finished product is rushed out. You buy it right when it comes out. It doesn't work. You see like eyeballs when you should see a full face. Servers are down. Just completely unstable. As though if somebody had worked on it for a little bit longer and not been on some stupid deadline, the game would have actually been good and made more money and had more critical acclaim. Like I said, I don't understand how these people think. But I don't want to spend too much time on Activision. One thing that I forgot to talk about in the news part of our show was there's this article about MedMen. MedMen they're a dispensary chain in the United States that markets themselves as the Apple of weed. And they're the Apple of weed in the way that they are overpriced. You're not getting much out of what you're paying for. Yeah, everything looks nice. That's all you're getting. Like, I went to MedMen starting in 2018 as a medical patient. And since it was the only place I knew about in the city, I thought it was my only choice. Like, I wasn't going to go all the way to Queens. I didn't realize that place in Queens delivered, which is even better than MedMen. They don't fucking deliver. So I go there. I'm like, okay, I'd like to buy a cartridge of oil. And they're like, well, we have disposable vapes that have 0.27 milliliters of, or milligrams, or whatever it is. Milli something. Okay, I think 0.27 milligrams, something like that. Which most cartridges that you buy from a store, and this would sell for anywhere from $45 to $60 to $69. Usually is a full 500 milligram cartridge. But at MedMen, because they're special, you get a 0.27 milligram for almost $90. That's a fucking scam. That's like, imagine you were going to the liquor store to buy Bud Light, and you're like, okay, I want to buy Bud Light, and they're like, okay, that'll be $40, and you're like, oh great, for a 30 rack, and they're like, no, for one can. That's what this is. They're giving you so much less than you deserve, and then you go, you buy the vape. It's done within a day. If even a full day. Probably not. Because most people consume cannabis more than just once a week. It's ridiculous. And I went back after running out because my $90 0.27 milligram vape was done within a day and a half, or a day. And they're like, oh, we can't sell you anymore. You were just here. I'm like, well, fuck. I guess I'm going to have to go back to the black market. But then I find out about my current dispensary, and you buy a full 500 milligram cartridge, that's going to cost you up to, from $45 to $69, depending on the quality that you want. And that's a fair deal. You're getting 500 milligrams. That's half a gram of oil in a cartridge. That's a good fucking deal. Do not pay $90 for 0.27 of cartridge. It doesn't even look like the thing is full when you get it. It looks like somebody smoked that shit and they just gave you the leftovers. And that's the premium cannabis company. Oh, they're bullshit. They're full of shit. They're ruining the cannabis community for everyone. But apparently they're going downhill. That's why I got into this. There's an article in Politico. Oh, the apple of pot. Oh, ingest and invest. And yeah, people were, when I was going to this dispensary in New York, the MedMen dispensary, there were shareholders coming in all the time because this was going to be the next big thing. And no, they fucked it up for everyone because they made this shit overpriced and about the elite and scamming the elite. It's fucked. So MedMen got hit with a class action lawsuit from employees alleging labor law violations. Investors sued the founders, accusing them of self-dealing and other underhanded tactics. A former CFO filed a complaint in LA court accusing the founders of manipulating the stock price, bank fraud, seeking private intelligence groups to get dirt on competition, all the way to calling an LA city councilman a midget Negro. Yeah, this is MedMen, supposedly a cannabis company. Fucking idiots. Of course they're all white. We make the classy cannabis. Cannabis is supposed to be for everyone. You fucking losers. They suck. Do anything you can to avoid MedMen. It is a scam. Fuck that shit. Oh my god. I hope they go out of business. They've lost more than 95% of their market value. Ooh. And an irritated creditor is setting his eyes on the deed to the CEO's mansion. Uh-oh. So yeah, stay away from there. Go anywhere else. Anywhere else. Anybody that wants to market themselves as high-class cannabis, you know what they really mean? White. Don't trust it. Do not trust it. They're gonna fucking play you the way I got played. I wasted my time with them, and I could have been getting more for my money. Don't get me wrong, the people that work there, they're not in charge. They're nice. They're the nicest people. The customer service people, oh, they're so friendly. They're great. But, oh man, this company is fucked. What else can we talk about today? Whether or not there's a second episode up tonight with a guest, that's dependent on my dad and if he's going to be last minute about this Zoom call with the family. So we'll have to see what happens there. I really don't know. Oh yeah, I could tell you guys about another show to watch, which I think a lot of people will enjoy. It got suggested to me on Netflix. It's called Midnight Gospel. It's a trippy cartoon podcast mix. So it's this character named Clancy who lives in this post-apocalyptic, multi-planet, weird, spacey place. Somebody was on drugs when they made this. And he runs a space cast, different from a podcast, where he goes to different planets through a simulation and interviews people from that planet. But the people from that planet, they're voiced by an actual person in our world, and that actual person is telling an actual story from their actual lives. So it's very weird. It's very mind-blowing and mind-melding in that way. It made me laugh. It made me laugh harder. It made me cry. It made me feel all kinds of ways. It talks a lot about the concept of death. So if you're interested in things like that, there's a good thing to watch. Midnight Gospel. There you go. Also, another one that if you have acid flashbacks that are easily triggered, don't watch this one. But if you're fine with that type of shit, Have a Good Trip, Adventures in Psychedelics is a good Netflix movie to watch. They talk a lot about the origins of LSD, what it's about. Different celebrities talk about experiences that they've had on acid. It's cool. It would be so fun to me if I didn't have this, what do you call it, a condition, this problem, where every time acid is brought up, somebody starts talking about their trip, visuals come up that are reminiscent of an LSD trip, I literally start tripping. Like I have it triggers, I guess tripping to me was very traumatic every time I did it. So it imprinted a terrible feeling in my brain where every time I'm reminded of it, I go back into the trip. And it's this feeling of, did I ever even escape? So that triggered it. That movie triggered it. I had to go hide in the bathroom and I was sweating puddles. It was really scary. It took a while to get back to normal too. That was the worst it's been in a while. Oh. So yeah, watch that if you dare. What else we got going on? We could do some Reddit, some relationship advice. It's been a while since we've done that. I'm not gonna stop just because other people do it too. All right, let's see what we got here. Hopefully ones that aren't too dark. I'm gonna pick them. Okay. Here we go. This is what we're gonna end it on because, fuck. Help me, I, 22 female, caught my nan, so grandmother, 66 female, riding my boyfriend, 23 male. I think this is the fucking most awkward situation I've ever been in. Okay, let me start. I am a longtime Redditor, different account, and I know that you all will definitely dismiss this as spam. But I just need to emphasize this is not spam. This is singly the most fucking awkward situation I have ever been in. I feel like I can no longer look my BF or nan in the face ever again. Okay, so I've been seeing my boyfriend for 4 years. We are solid as a rock. We have a great relationship. How about the relationship with my nan? Not so good. I have never felt particularly close to any of my grandparents growing up. I confided in my parents the most. By the way, my parents don't know yet. Okay, so moving on to my nan. She's been divorced for 10 years after running off with another man. Let's call the new man Dave. Now she's split up from Dave and is currently single. Now she's always had a bit of a soft spot for younger men and is known to hop around the nightclubs. What the fuck is wrong with your grandmother? Well, obviously not at the minute. Currently, my boyfriend and I are living with my nan temporarily since our parents both live in central London. Obviously, my nan hasn't been out on the town recently due to COVID-19, but I am a key worker, so essential, I guess. So I am regularly out of the house. My boyfriend works in a guitar shop, however, he has been furloughed, so he is currently kicking around the house with nothing to do. So I was out at work yesterday, running a late shift, 10 p.m. to finish, and basically, all there is to know is that I let myself into the house. I was confused as to why there was no one around. My nan lives in a large open-plan bungalow, so I went and checked all of the rooms. So that's when I saw them. My nan literally fucking my boyfriend. What the fuck do I do? The crazy thing is, they both knew I would be back by 10, so why choose a time when they knew I'd be back? I am currently staying at a friend's place while I recover. She is the only other person that knows what happened. My parents do not know. What I need answers to, it is over with my boyfriend. He is long gone, but what the fuck do I do with my nan? At the end of the day, she is still family, so there is no avoiding her. How the fuck do I break this to my parents? How the fuck am I ever going to look my nan in the eye again? Thank you so much to whoever reads the bottom of this. Let me just reiterate, this is not spam. However, you are all entitled to an opinion, but think what you like of me, but this is not spam. What the fuck do I do? Somebody top comment says ride his grandpa. Don't do that, because that's not helping you. Well, yeah, boyfriend needs to be out of the picture. That's a given. Grandmother needs to be out of the picture too. Jesus Christ, she's toxic. You need to tell your parents. You know what? You gotta be like, you know what Nan did? She fucking broke me and so up. She fucked him. Is that okay to you guys? Get your mother or mother-in-law in control. Whatever you gotta say to your parents. But there's an update. That's the thing. Update, help me, you know. Let me start off by saying thank you. Thank you so much for the tremendous kindness and support I have received on my previous post and the many kind DMs I received on my other account. Sure, there were some who thought I was a troll, but there's bound to be, especially because of the nature of the subject. So I'm posting today to update you on one thing, how my parents reacted. Oh, I still haven't turned my phone on yet, so my boyfriend and Nan have no way of contacting me over the bank holiday weekend. I Zoomed my parents on Saturday night and had a long 2-hour conversation with both of them. My parents were super supportive, as expected, and took the same what the fuck approach as me. They have supported me in taking the decision to fully remove slutty Nan and cheating boyfriend from my life. Good on them and good on you. I have agreed with them that I will never speak to either of them again. Now, I have some questions for you. How the fuck do I tell friends and extended family about slutty Nan? Cheating boyfriend is easy, as I will just tell everyone that we split, but slutty Nan is harder, since at the end of the day she is still family. I mean, you've got a hell of a story right there. If anything, it's not about how do I tell them, like, just tell them, yo, you want to know what happened? This shit's crazy. Buckle in for this one. And then just tell them, grandmother, she fucked him. She fucked him. And then see their reactions. Not only will they feel bad for you, but that'll be a crazy, crazy story that'll get all of their attention. 2, how can I ever trust anyone again? How can I get into another relationship and have trust? Well, that's dependent. That's a person-by-person thing. You can't treat every person like the boyfriend that fucked your Nan. Your grandmother's out of the picture now. Your shitty boyfriend is out of the picture now. Whoever comes along isn't that person. And hopefully isn't going to have the temptation of your grandmother. What? Is your grandmother at 66? She's got to be something else. Is your grandmother Madonna? Trust is gonna take time, though. I've never had not like that, but I've been in situations where trust was violated, and it took a long time for me to get over that and move on to the next relationship and not project those issues from the past onto the present. That takes time. You take as long as you need for that. But it's not going to be immediate. There's no magic spell that's going to just make you trust people more. You've been hurt, and you have every right to feel the way that you do. That's what humans do. They learn from the situation, and then they become more vigilant so the same thing doesn't happen. Okay, number 3, how can I protect other people from my boyfriend and his tendencies to, let me say, confer with older women? Well, that's not necessarily your problem anymore. If he's gonna screw around with older and ruin people's lives, then he's gotta learn the hard way that to not do that. Whatever the consequences may be, he's gonna have to face them. That's not for you to protect other people from him. He's gonna be who he is no matter what. And there's nothing you can do about it. Number 4, boyfriend still doesn't know we're separated, although he must see it coming. How do I tell him? What do you mean? All you gotta say is, dude, I literally saw you fucking my grandmother. You think we're cool? You think we're cool after that? No. Hell no. Get the fuck out of my life. You're a stupid fucking shit. Get the fuck out. I will kill you. I don't know. Say some shit like that. You have every right to fucking just be like, we're separated. We're done. That's a deal breaker for me. That's a deal breaker for anyone. Ugh. That's so fucking gross. I don't care how hot your 66-year-old grandmother is. It's not okay. And then she says, thanks so much, everyone, for the immense amount of support I've received. I try my best to respond to every comment/DM, but that isn't always possible. I'll post a final update at the end of the week in response to the questions above. Thanks once again, kind strangers. Okay. Well, holy shit. That is a hell of a story. I was gonna make a coronavirus joke, but no, I'm not. So that's insane. Like, what? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh my god. I'm picturing that, and it's disgusting. Oh, your grandmother's a hoe. What the fuck? I don't know what you do in that situation. Other than, cut everybody out. Like, good God. I can't even think of either of my grandmothers doing that. Like, they just wouldn't. They just wouldn't. They're both married. But also, that's just not even in them. Can't really think of my grandfathers doing that either. I don't think. It would just be fucking gross. Ugh. Do you guys want some gossip? Because I want some gossip too. If I'm gonna look at it, I might as well do it with you guys. I showed Ashley Out of Shadows the other day. That was mind-blowing for her. She was like, yeah, no, it was alright. The NBA offspring to an NBA player hopefully has split from his oft-cheated on girlfriend because he is hooking up with yet another woman, Klay Thompson. Here's one. The feeling when your celebrity drug dealer becomes the boyfriend of your actress wife. Interesting analogy he used considering her tattoo and what I wrote about earlier this week. Brian Austin Green, Machine Gun Kelly, Megan Fox, Monarch Butterfly. Yeah, I heard that Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are getting kind of close. It's an interesting pairing. What do the comments have to say? I don't want to call anybody out because they're very cult-like on this site.
If that MGK is a known drug dealer, he must have a large distribution chain because Hollywood. Why isn't he in prison?
Oh my god, you fucking old white people. Oh my god. What the hell?
What is it with MGK and his crowd that they have beautiful women falling on their dicks?
Just because you don't doesn't mean they suck. Or doesn't mean that they're not appealing.
What is it with MGK and his crowd? Oh, why are they attractive?
Because they're successful. You dumb idiots. And then somebody goes, I think he's kind of hot. Yeah, he's a good looking guy. I mean, especially with the hair plugs now. He's a handsome man. But I did not know he was a drug dealer. But that does kind of make sense, I guess. Because he's like a rapper, he's okay. I think he's got skills. But he's not like up there in the charts. He's not Illuminati level. Senator Blumenthal is calling me? What the fuck? Damn, I just got invited to the Connecticut Town Hall. Is it because I'm press? I guess technically I'm the press. Do they invite everybody? They probably invite everybody. But I'm gonna go. I think I might go. Why not? It's an invite. So I guess when the time comes, I'm gonna get a call from Blumenthal's office, and then I will let you guys know what happens. Okay, so MGK we were talking about before we were interrupted by the senator. Oh, I've just been informed that everybody is invited to the town hall. It's not just press. That's kind of the point of the town hall, is that people from, from the town do the hall. I'm an idiot. I know I'm an idiot. I'm really dumb. If I ever run for office, you can just play back this recording of me saying, I'm an idiot. I'm really dumb. A lot of people saying MGK needs a shower. What the fuck? I think the man showers. He probably has a very nice shower. Blind item 6, this A+ list rapper who is a prolific baby maker and not a very nice person took forever to acknowledge his most recent child. Meanwhile, the mother of that child is back to yachting. Somebody says Drake. I would disagree. Usually when NT talks about a prolific baby maker, that's a rapper, it's Future. Yeah, someone says, don't we just love Hendrix? Hendrix. Good old Future. A little bit. I don't know the words, but I do like that song. Working on the weekend like usual. Yeah, who said Drake? What? That doesn't make sense. He's not a prolific baby maker. Everybody knows Future is a fucking sperm bank. Or sperm donor. Sperm donor, sorry. Future is like the most famous sperm donor out there. He just breeds. It's like a bunny. Oh, look at the bunny, Future. I'm working on the weekends like usual. Here's one. Apparently this permanent A++ list, mostly movie actor, had his wife along for the ride while filming his latest movie because of the 3-month affair he had with another woman during his last movie. Please don't be Robert Downey Jr. Please don't be Robert Downey Jr. Oh god, the screen just froze, so I'm guessing it's probably Robert Downey Jr. Fuck. Now my computer is giving the beach ball of death.
Oh, great. Here we go.
I just wanted to know who it was. Okay, we're back. Fuck. Are we? No, it's frozen.
Working on the weekend like usual.
Give me a second here. The suspense is killing me. Top comment, RDJ. Fuck. No. Somebody says Adam Driver. Somebody says The Rock. Dave Chappelle. What? Tom Hanks, some people said. Everybody always says Tom Hanks is not the person he presents himself to be. I don't know what then he is. Because even in Out of Shadows, they don't say anything about Tom Hanks. He just doesn't seem that harmful to me, personally. But if people are saying it, I don't know. But then this person has a good point. RDJ, his wife would gut him if he cheated. She would. Susan would fucking destroy him. So it's not him. It's not RDJ. It's gotta be Tom Hanks. Tim Honks. Good old Tim Honks. Everybody's favorite deputy. You're my favorite deputy. Heh. Wait, I want to look something up about Pixar. John Lasseter. Oh yeah, the Pixar CEO. He's a creep. But he left. Okay, he left in 2018. He was cancelled following a sexual harassment allegation. See, he always struck me as a pedophile. I don't want to just throw words like that out here, but I'm doing it. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Unwanted hugs. Wait, what? Lasseter, who is chief creative officer, has been on sabbatical since November 21st when he sent a memo to staff apologizing for unwanted hugs. Female employees told Variety at the time that Lasseter had a reputation for touching women inappropriately in the office including rubbing their legs and kissing them on the lips. Ew. Lasseter was also reprimanded for making out with a subordinate at an Oscar party in 2010. When I read the Steve Jobs biography, they talk about John Lasseter, and to me, he always struck me as a creep. So that doesn't come to me as a surprise. Same with Dan Schneider. That dude's a fucking loser. We can do a whole episode on Dan Schneider one day. I owe you guys that because I took down the original. It wasn't good. It was years ago. It wasn't good. Oh, so here we go. We can talk about, we know who this is. She broke our hearts once. She's gonna break our hearts again. With another and then another video of the two-hit singer being racist, one of the members in the chat room says he has videos of the singer naked and performing sex acts on herself while she talked dirty to a couple members of the racist chat rooms. Doja Cat. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Go moo. Bitch, I'm a cow. Go moo. Bitch, I'm too smooth. I'm not in the mood. Okay, we're gonna end on this one because I want to leave you on this note. While the entire world has been focused on this foreign telecommunications company and their access to computer chips so the whole G thing can be protected, the same country already won by going through the back door of every person who has ever downloaded that video social media app. It accomplished the very same thing. It isn't a chip, but they can control your phone whenever they want. Huawei, 5G, TikTok, China. So if you've ever downloaded TikTok, they have your phone shit. They have all of it. They have mine. I love TikTok. I do. But fuck. They're not gonna get much information out of me. Like, I podcast about everything that I do off podcast. You just listen to this. I had a bunch of people from Russia last week listening. And I was like, oh, here they come. The Kremlin. The Kremlin is listening to the short news. I'm flattered. Imagine if it was Putin, like, this man, he speak too many facts. I can't do a Russian accent. We must destroy him. He calls up Trump. We must get rid of this Alex Mador. And then Trump's like, oh shit, yeah, that guy. He knows I cheat at golf. He knows too much. Take him down. Alright, I gotta go. But this has been good. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, the short news is back and better than ever with the useless garbage podcast tacked on now as part of it. Once again, reunited, and it feels so good. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being supportive. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location, yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location, and it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets from Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocation.exp.com/SP56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.